Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today I want to share with you some simple and meaningful Christmas gift ideas. And whether you're looking for the perfect gift to give the minimalist in your life this year, or perhaps you're just looking to approach gift giving a bit more mindfully and intentionally this year, I hope that this video gives you some great inspiration and ideas on gifts and experiences that you can give to your loved ones. So let's jump right in. I think that the big thing to consider when it comes to wanting to give intentional gifts is you want to make sure that the gift that you're giving is something that they can use, love, and that's not just going to add clutter for them. There's nothing worse than giving a gift that isn't actually going to be loved or used by the person you're giving it to. And so to avoid that situation, there are a couple of things that I like to do. First off, I'll ask that person what they need and what they want to receive. I think there can sometimes be a bit of a stigma around asking people what they want to receive for Christmas, but personally, I love it because it means that whatever I'm gifting to that person, it's going to be something that I know they're going to get value from. So that's something my family has been doing for years, and I love just being able to ask people what they need and then be able to give things that are actually going to be practical for them. So asking that person what they'd like to receive is a great place to get started. But then another option that I like to pursue, whether I'm trying to give somebody a gift as a surprise and don't want to let them know they're receiving a gift, or there's someone like my dad who just never knows what he wants to receive for Christmas. Is everyone's dad like that? I feel like that's a thing. But if they don't know what they want to receive, something else that I like to consider is kind of to go through a variety of different gifting categories that I think really lend themselves to more meaningful and just intentional gifts. So those categories I like to consider are something consumable, something they need, something to eat, something to read, and something to experience. So we'll dive into each one of those more in depth in a moment, and I've got some specific recommendations for each category. But generally speaking, what I love about each one of these is they kind of naturally lean towards less cluttery gifts and towards meeting needs and creating experiences and memories, which personally to me are exactly the ingredients you're looking for when it comes to more meaningful and intentional gifting. All right, so that's kind of my strategy and approach to minimal and meaningful gifting. But now I want to go into each one of those categories in a little bit more depth, and like I mentioned, share some specific ideas to maybe spark your inspiration for gift ideas as well. So let's get started with our first category, and that is something consumable. And I love this category because it's something that the person can physically use as well as use up. So while it might be a physical item, it's not going to cause long-term clutter for that person. So in this category, you can consider things like a candle, soap, lotion, chapstick, makeup. There are a lot of different consumables that we use every day and often run out of. And so if you can give someone a consumable that they're perhaps running out of, that can make for a fantastic gift. Let me put my tea down for a second here. So a couple specific recommendations for this category are this cedar magnolia candle from Hearth and Hand. It's a soy candle that comes in this beautiful glass container, but it just has this really beautiful wintry scent to it. And that one is actually available at Target, but if you're looking for a lovely handmade option instead, a candle that's personally on my wish list for this year is this desert candle from 42 Pressed. Not only is the packaging on it stunning, but the scent of it really is just this beautiful scent that is perfect for any time of year. Another great option is a handmade bar of soap. This is from the Bath People in the scent Spiced Chai, and it's made locally here in Charlotte. And it just smells amazing. I think another really practical gift idea can be to gift a hand cream, especially since around this time of year our hands do tend to get a lot more dry and they can crack really easily. This one is in the scent Shea Butter and Sandalwood and just has this really lovely light kind of warm scent to it. But if you wanted to kind of get creative, I think it would be really fun to try making your own as well. That could be a really fun way to give a gift with kind of that handmade touch that we all love. So something consumable is definitely a gift that I love giving around this time of year. But then another one too that I like to consider is something they need. And this one, more than any of the other categories, really does need to be tailored to exactly the person that you're looking to give a gift to. So definitely be sure to ask them what they need. But that being said, there are often a couple common needs that many of us have on a reoccurring basis, whether that's basics, clothing, shoes, homeware, things like that. So because of that, I want to share with you a few specific ideas, but again, personalize this one because that's really what's going to make a difference, and ask the person you're giving the gift to exactly what they need. Let's talk about some of those ideas though. Something that I find that many of us run out of on a fairly frequent basis is basics, whether that's bras, underwear, or socks, and all of these items can make fantastic gifts for Christmas. It's something they use every day, and so it's going to be a really useful and practical gift. So my kind of go-to brand for undergarments like this is the brand Organic Basics, which is a really awesome, ethical, and very sustainable company with a lot of really cool initiatives going on. But a couple products of theirs that I love that I do think would make great gifts are their organic cotton bras. Their seamless underwear line is fantastic. I wear them pretty much all the time. And then I also love their organic cotton socks as well. So if you're looking to give undergarments, Organic Basics can be a great option. Not only does everything from them fit really well, but it's also incredibly comfortable too. And then clothing, of course, like undergarments, does wear out over time. And so two options to consider if you're looking to replace some holes that someone has in their wardrobe are Veda Capsule, which has really cool, super minimalist clothing that's designed all to be worn in multiple ways and to be able to kind of pair seamlessly with other items to create either a capsule wardrobe or just a really versatile collection of clothing. So for example, this top can actually be worn in 3 different ways, making it this really kind of versatile and multi-use item. So if you're looking to gift clothing to someone trying to live more minimally, this can be a great option because it's one item that might be able to fill multiple roles in their wardrobe. But then another great option, and something that I've actually given to Christopher for a couple of Christmases in a row now, I think, are jeans from Everlane. Everlane creates their jeans in a really sustainable factory, which is really cool, but what I love about them is how well they fit and how comfortable they are. I've shared before in my channel that I love their jeans and pretty much live in them personally, but Christopher also has become a massive fan in the past couple of years, and I think the 2 pairs of jeans from Everlane that he owns are probably the 2 he would consider his personal favorites. On top of that though, they're really comfortable and classic, and I think that for many people, the perfect pair of jeans is something that they're kind of always on the hunt for as a wardrobe staple, so gifting them something like that might be a great option. So we've talked about gifting undergarments and clothing so far, but shoes is another item that I think can make a really great gift. Not only because they can tend to wear out really quickly, especially if you're giving a lower quality shoe, but I think that high quality shoes is something that many of us like the idea of owning, but maybe have a harder time investing in ourselves. So really beautiful and well-made shoes can make for a great gift, and for that, the brand Nisolo is my absolute favorite. Not only is Nisolo, again, a great ethical and sustainable brand, but their shoes are all just really exceptionally well-made, and kind of the word craftsmanship is what first comes to mind when you look at these. They really are just stunning. I've joked with Christopher before that I'm slowly trying to change my closet to being all just Nisolo shoes, but they really are just incredibly comfortable, timeless styles that are going to last as well. So those are a few clothing related ideas under that category of something they need, and I touched on that one a bit more because I think that clothing is one of those kind of common items that we all have wear out over time, but obviously there are so many other items that the person you are giving a gift to might need, whether that's like us, we really needed a new pots and pans set last year because ours were wearing out rapidly, or maybe they need a new coffee pot because their old one broke, or textbooks for school. There are so many different options, and so again, just ask the person what they need and try to intentionally meet that need. Let's continue on now though with our third category, and that's to gift something that they can eat. And there are a few great benefits to gifting something edible. First off, because they can consume it immediately, it's not going to add clutter. And then second, especially if it's something that you made yourself, I think it's a gift that we find really meaningful because we know that someone poured their kind of love, attention, and energy into creating the gift that they're giving. So some ideas for some great edible gifts that you can give are to make cookies or a dessert for someone that you love. A couple years back, I made a batch of cookies for my mother-in-law, and she's been raving about them and asking for them again ever since. Another great option is to source a local or just a fun version of a food or drink item that they love. So something like local honey can be a great gift. For coffee lovers, I also love visiting local coffee shops and finding coffee beans that you can give to someone. And then for tea lovers like myself, loose leaf tea always makes a much loved gift. This is a cinnamon rooibos tea and is an absolutely fantastic, just kind of treat of a tea. But then if that person enjoys Indian chai or Earl Grey tea or anything like that, that can make a fantastic gift as well. And then this idea definitely isn't for everyone, but for ceramics lovers like myself, gifting something like this gorgeous locally handcrafted pottery mug in combination with some tea could be just a really fantastic and really personal gift. And then a couple other quick ideas are, say you're invited to dinner with close family or friends, bringing an unexpected and fun beverage can be a great idea. Something like hot wassail or mulled wine can be this really fun, unexpected, and delicious treat. And then if you're spending Christmas with family, another great gift idea can be on Christmas morning to offer to make a really special and fun breakfast. Maybe you want to make crepes or French toast or waffles or maybe an entire spread, but I think that can be a great way that you can bless your family on Christmas, as well as kind of give them a really special Christmas morning experience. So those are some great food-related gift ideas, but moving on, I also love the idea of gifting something that they can read as well. I find that reading is just a really relaxing and enriching experience, and even though it can be a physical item that you're gifting them, it really is so much more than that, and books really do have the ability to transport us into unknown worlds and help us to just learn more about who we are ourselves and the world around us. So I think especially for book lovers in your life, they really can make a great gift. A few ideas I like to consider for this one are to gift a novel or some kind of fictional book that they can read. And I think most of us have preferred genres and authors, so be sure to ask the person what they're wanting to read. But something that I've been loving recently is the Agatha Christie murder mystery novel series. This is The Murder of Roger Ackroyd, but I've slowly been kind of like working my way through all of their books. They're really fun, quick, and enjoyable reads set in the early 1900s, and they really are just kind of one of those great books that you can get lost in, even if it's only for a few moments. So a novel is a great gift idea. Something else that I love though is The Little Book of Huguette. It's this really beautifully illustrated kind of handbook to cozy and happy living. I feel like it's especially well suited to this time of year, and it's just this really fun and enjoyable read that I love just kind of picking up every once in a while to gain some just kind of cozy inspiration. And then for those continual learners in your life, I love the idea of gifting a good nonfiction book about a topic that they're interested in. So something like Ancient Greece for that Greek history lover in your life, or just any fun book about a topic that you know fascinates them. And then just one other recommendation for this category is I love the idea of gifting an Audible gift card so the person can kind of pick out exactly what they're wanting to read, and maybe if they don't have as much time to physically sit down and enjoy a book, they can still enjoy the experience of reading. They can just listen to the book instead of physically sitting down and reading it. Totally forgot about my tea for a moment there, but let's move on to our final category now, and that's something to experience. And personally, I find that experiences really can make for some of the most meaningful and memorable gifts. You can tailor them precisely to the person you have in mind, and the great thing about them too is there's something often that you can enjoy with that person too. So you're creating a memory that you can share together for the rest of your lives. And there really are countless options when it comes to experiences that you can gift, but a couple ideas to get you started are to gift something like a coffee shop date or a date to a restaurant, and don't think that this has to be specifically for your significant other. I've also done it with friends and my siblings, and it can be really fun just to say, okay, here's money towards this coffee shop or towards this restaurant. Let's go out together and create a memory. Not only do you get to enjoy some special drinks or some food, but the conversation you have during that time really can make for an incredible bonding opportunity and just a special moment together. Another great experience-related gift idea is to give a gift certificate to an activity that they love, whether that's golfing, movies, maybe they want to take a cooking class. Those can all be fantastic gift opportunities. And then just a couple of other ideas that I love gifting as well are concerts and travel. Again, with those ones, it can make for some really incredible time spent together and special memories that you can cherish for a lifetime. So those are just a couple ideas to get you started, but I feel like we just barely scratched the surface when it comes to great experiences that you can gift. Think of the person that you're trying to give a gift to, and then just kind of get creative. Think about what their passions and interests are, and see if you might be able to think of an experience that you can gift based on that. All right, well, those are some simple and meaningful gift ideas that you can hopefully be able to give to the loved ones in your life. And obviously this season is about so much more than just giving and receiving gifts. But especially in a year when we aren't as able to travel to see the loved ones in our lives, I think that giving a really kind of thoughtful present can be a great way of just kind of reminding the people that we love how much they mean to us. So I hope you enjoyed this video and that it maybe gave you some inspiration or ideas on how you might be able to give some really thoughtful and meaningful gifts. If you were interested in any of the items that I mentioned, I'll have everything linked out for you in the description box below. And if you enjoyed this video and haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button below for more simple and intentional living videos coming at you twice a week. That's everything for today's video though. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. What was that? Okay, let's try that one more time. That's everything for today's video though. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.